making a horrible fucking stink?
No, but if you hum me a bit, I'll try and join in.
Can't you smell it? It's horrible.
Not much.
What are you cooking?
Cat?
Cat.
Cat.
Fucking cat.
The black one.
Not Snowy. Not fucking Snowy, Pete.
I wouldn't know, Kyle's.
You rotten bastard. Leo!
What?
Pete's cooking fucking Snowy on the barbie.
What? Fucking hell. Pete? What's this fucking cat business, Pete? Pete! This cat business. What the fuck is it? Have you put Snowy on the barbie, Pete? Did you put Snowy on the fucking barbie alive, Pete? Making a horrible fucking stink, Pete.
That's what Kylie said.
Yeah, well, I'm saying it too, mate. It's fucking horrible. Is it Snowy cooking?
Could be from 23.
What, Ziggy and Brenda?
No, they're cat.
Not horse. Are vital parts of your fucking brain misfiring or what, Pete?
Cat cooking. I'm cooking cat. It's not that difficult, really. Like sheep, but cat. You know, eyes, nose, ear holes.
Making a horrible fucking stink, mate.
That's fur, mainly.
No, I don't care what it is, Pete. It's fucking horrible. Kylie's going fucking spastic in there. Not to mention bloody Ziggy. Ziggy will fucking blow his top of your barbied horse.
He's already mental.
No, he'll go fucking completely fucking ballistic this time, Pete. It's a small step from licking rainbow lorikeets and machine gun in McDonald's.
That claw's all over the place. I had to hold it down with a shovel.
You're taking the piss.
No, I'm not. I wasn't cooperative.
There's gonna be fucking serious grief about this, mate.
When isn't there?
No, there's gonna be fucking serious grief this time. You know what Brenda's like. Kylie is already fucking over you, mate. She reckons you're a fucking health hazard.
Well, I am if you're a tasty fucking cat.
If that's how Snowy stinking up the environment, Peter, I'm gonna make your life a fucking misery.
You're a bit late.
It's not right, Peter. You'll find yourself on television.
One cat.
My cat. Our cat. If anyone's gonna eat our Snowy, it's gonna be me. Stuff me. Didn't even ask. And then there's the cruel and unnatural methods. Listen. Is that, or is that not, Snowy on that barbecue, Peter?
Could be Kyle's.
You're a prick, Pete. You've left me a nightmare vigil to contend with. Cakes.
You've been missing Rachel, yeah? She left since you arrived. Probably fucking weeks.
8 months.
The kids, you get used to them all right. All over the place. Little kids, in and out, doing stuff, kid stuff, visible, vocal. Yeah, you'd miss them all right. Anyway, Snowy's back. So it appears that the horse was the one that fucking went. I've convinced Kylie that it's probably best to say nothing to Brenda and Ziggy. I've suggested that you were pissed on account of stress and copious amounts of piss. I know she can come across as a hypermanic, neurotic, crazy fucking bitch at the best of times. But, she's actually quite, she's quite useful. Hey, Pete. The other day, I went into a modest Chinese takeaway store, equipped with a garden tool. My general demeanour, voice, aggression and tone scared the fuck out of the bloke, and I fled with $209.40, Pete, for 3 minutes work. Mate, I don't want to be in telecommunications anymore, Pete. I want to be in armed robbery. I just rocked in there, waved my tool in his face. I said, "Give me the money, you fuck, or you die!" I just copped the money and just fucking bailed, mate. I was up in the shitter at Hoyt's, counting all my money, and I was just thinking to myself, there's thousands of crappy little businesses just like this. Thousands. All over the place. I mean, I could do 3, 4 a day, get 200-300 a pop, average 250, tax-free, set my own hours. I travel extensively in the general metropolitan. The potential's fucking huge. A small, dynamic business ripping off crap businesses off peak. No job too small. Open 24/7.
Doesn't have to be Chinese takeaway stores either. It can be Thai shops, frock shops, or just modest little electrical or bloody hardware stores. I mean, bike shops, bloody anything, Pete. I mean, butchers, well, maybe not fucking butchers, but op shops. Well, only this little dry cleaners around the corner just fucking asking for it, mate. 3,000-4,000 a week, Pete. Easy. Probably more. Me and the money, we'd be untraceable. Me and the money, we'd just disappear into the throng. Fuck it, Pete. I'm gonna be an armed robber. Are you in or not?
It's like a fucking disease with you, isn't it? There should be drugs. There should be free fucking drugs, and they should shove them in a fucking abundance in you, mate. You're a fucking dickhead, Leo. Put the fucking cat out when you fuck off, will you?
Wow.
Shit!
You must be...
Kylie Jessup LaFusco.
I see.
I live in the actual house. Are you something to do with Pete?
Pete.
Pete Kitson. He haunts his first homeowner's dream.
Kitson P.
Does Pete know you're here?
Oh, I wouldn't think so. I'm calling, you see, making inquiries. I'm Sandy Mound. I believe Mr. Shrimpton might be able to help me.
Have you not?
Just about to.
Pete? Pete! Get up, you useless wanker! Pete! It's a sandy mound. For you? Excuse the tone. So, what gets your juices surging then?
Deuces.
Pete! Shift it! What exactly are you doing? It's nothing to do with me. I just can't keep my nose out of other people's business.
I'm probably what you would call a librarian.
Wrong address. Books rarely stray further than Sebastopol Street. Next suburb but one. Sorry, Sandy Mound. They probably stuffed the paperwork.
Well, you could be right, but a librarian always checks.
What's holding you up?
I dropped the last Xanax first thing.
What?
This is Pete's visitor. A librarian called Sandy Mound. This is my husband, Leo. He's in telecommunications.
At present?
Nice to meet you. Do you think Mr. Johnson will be making an appearance?
Who?
Mr. Frampton. Who can say? He's seen as a bit of a dickhead round here.
No, he's not.
Quite a lot of one, actually.
What's all this fucking...
Mr. Portman!
Hey, who?
You have a visitor.
What?
Her name is Sandy Mound.
Hey? You're creating a civil commotion, you are.
I wonder if I might have a few moments of your valuable time.
How valuable?
Oh no, you misunderstand me. I'm a bean-free zone.
You what?
Budget at pinging point, cupboard bare, strictly amateur.
Amateur librarian.
You're not official?
Oh no way, not me. No, I'm not the least bit official. You can rely on that. Strictly unofficial.
Fuck this, I'm off.
Pete?
I can't sort it out. I don't even know what it is I'm supposed to be sorting out. How can I sort it out if I don't know what it is I'm supposed to be sorting out or where it is for it to be? I can't use this stress and I can't sort it out. Jesus!
Shut up, Leo! Just calm down!
Perhaps I should come back later.
That's realistic.
Right, I'll be off. Bye then.
What was that?
A fake librarian?
Jesus Christ, there's nothing fucking sacred.
Is she gone?
Yeah. Who was she?
Fuck, I don't know.
She's coming back.
Oh, shit. Remind me of being in a coma. You got any Xanax?
I dropped the last one first thing.
Fuck.
Anyway, we're inviting a bunch of people over this salvo for a few beers, if you're interested. You ought to get out more, Peter.
You'll end up morbid, morose, manky.
Manky?
Yeah, manky, you know.
Mental?
No, more horrible, unpleasant, fucking antisocial, manky.
This Rachel thing shouldn't stop you getting out and about, Pete.
Release the tension.
Change of scene.
BYO piss and franger.
We'll have a laugh. You gotta pull yourself together, Pete.
Should we go? See you, ladies.
Mr. Trudeau!
Oh, shit.
Mr. Truman, my name is Sandy Mound.
Good on ya. Let's get this name thing sorted, because it's giving me the squirts already.
Oh, I'm very sorry. I've been handicapped from childhood.
My name is Pete Kitson. Kitson.
Mr.
Kitson.
Mr. Kitson, thank you. Your name was given to me by Mrs. Vera Brass, 26 of Niphurst, New South Wales. I understand she's your sister-in-law, widow, 2 children, Reese and Fulvia.
What are you?
I'm sorry?
You're not a reporter?
Oh, no way, Jose.
Kitson!
Sorry.
And you're not a librarian.
This is right. It's tricky, actually, not easy to guess. You see, I'm an amateur sleuth. You're probably familiar with us from the pages of detective fiction, but yes, we exist. We get together from time to time to boast our little successes and share the many amusing and unusual incidents that litter the path of the alternative criminologist. It's a colourful and stimulating event not to be missed.
You must be fucking nuts.
You're not the first to say that.
I won't be the last.
Oh, but my efforts and methods have enjoyed some success.
You know something, don't you?
No.
Yes.
Yes.
No.
No.
Ah, jeez.
I'm sorry, I'm not following this at all.
So you don't?
No.
I'm depressed. Go away.
Perhaps I can make you a cup of tea.
Can you come back later?
You're listless and anxious, Leo. Why are you listless and anxious? Are you sickening for something?
No. Nothing really.
What is it, Leo?
I can't say.
Fair enough. Be buggered.
Kylie.
I'm listening.
Inside, Kylie.
Yes.
Inside me.
What is it inside you, Leo?
Kylie,
Just get the words to come out, Leo.
I need your support.
Because?
Inside, I feel there's a woman fighting to get out.
Run that past me again.
I feel that there's a woman inside me fighting to get out.
A woman?
Don't laugh, Kylie. A bloke needs his wife's support at a time like this.
That's novel.
Well, it's been growing in me for some time now.
What has? The woman?
Somehow, I'm a woman trapped inside the body of a man.
Leo!
I need help, Kylie.
Not news, Leo.
Kylie.
But you're a dirty-minded bloke bastard, Leo. When you're not doing it badly, you're thinking about doing it tackily.
Please!
Go on, if you must. Just get it over with.
Well, I've always known something was wrong. Something was not quite right.
Not quite right. Blind bloody Freddy can see you're not quite right, mate.
Well, I've always been interested in your gear.
What?
Gear, your clothes, your handbags, your shoes and stuff.
To think I never noticed.
Well, that might have been obvious on the outside.
It wasn't.
Well, on the inside, I was a seething pit of lively interest.
And a woman fighting to get out.
It's been that way for a long time, Kylie. A double life, concealed, shoved in. A chick in Telstra clothing. I've got to let it out or it's going to explode. I've struggled. I've held my true self in for so long, Kylie. Well, no more. I wish to undergo counselling and medication with a view to gender reassignment. Help me, Kylie. Help me.
You're a total wanker, Leo. Get a fucking grip.
You know that old pole down the road?
What pole?
The pole that runs a bottle shop.
Yeah?
He told me a funny thing.
Slobodan. Slobodan, his name is.
Yeah, he told me a peculiar thing.
They call him Slob for obvious reasons.
You know the side lane that runs down near the bottle shop delivery thingy? He had an old savage cockatoo that he'd put out there for a bit of an airing.
His wife left him for a new life with a policewoman from Walgett.
The parrot's name was Leck. It was down the side, catch a few rays, squawk at the boys for some Barbaras, take your fucking arm off. 2 weeks ago, it went missing. 2 days later, it arrived back on the bottle shop doorstep. Baked in mud, Pete. The bird was baked in mud. Weird, eccentric food bastards will do this to chooks, bats, and old porcupines.
Yeah, gypsies do it. They bake things in mud. I read about it.
Apparently, it was very upsetting. Old Leck had his beak and claws sort of sticking out of this football of mud. And there were holes where his ears should be. And out of these holes poked the pre-plucked feathers of Leck's sulphur crest. There was also holes where his arse should be, but nothing poked out of
He's
those.
fucked for that.
What do you make of all this, Pete?
What?
Don't you think it's a sad reflection on the society in which we live?
Well, there is a downside to it.
I wonder what you might know about all this baking.
Me?
Oh, I just thought you might have come across it in your travels.
Oh, fucking extensive they are.
About Leck and his untimely demise.
I'd remember if I had.
Just the type of thing to lower customer confidence.
Are you still having this piss up tonight?
Well, that's what I was doing. I was seeing Slob stocking up. I'm just really shocked by all this. I would hate to think that my parrot, oh, if I had one, could end up a grotesque baked parody scaring the crap out of old poles.
So he is.
What?
Coming.
Yes. I invited him. I invited everyone. Ken Binns might look in. Change the scene for you, though.
Face it, Tonto, we're all fucked.
Kylie's got a friend Foster coming. From the club, I know that much. Pete, you didn't bake old Leck, did you?
Why would I do a thing like that?
Well, I just thought with Rachel gone and Horse, of course, that you might have gone completely fucking nuts. We live in a neighbourhood with neighbours and children and old cows. I don't want to be judgmental, Pete, but where's all this going to fucking end?
We're all fucked in the end. Sooner or later.
Sooner usually than later. It was later for old Phil Spanner. That goose in the van business tipped him over the edge.
Getting a various vein in my arm.
There's one thing marriage teaches you, Foz, is that your husband is a useless prat.
I wouldn't know.
Be thankful.
I meet useless prats all the time anyway.
There is that. How's your dad?
They'll turn him off soon.
Bound to.
I'm early.
Probably.
He evades one, has another bounce. He's going to go long, looking for the grab. Oh, it's Kappa! What a grab!
What's that bloke from out back for?
Quick hands to Leo. Leo evades one, goes for Pete.
What's your husband called?
Come on, mate, you got to take those grabs. Hey?
Leo, I remember Leo the lion.
There you go, the sausages.
I was caught in the gripping drama of Leo's action-packed narrative. Sorry.
Nah, you're not. You're a warped bastard. Get the snags cakes. They're in Pete's pen.
All right. Hey. Sausage. I came to...
Get them?
Yes. You're...
A Sandy Mound.
mystery arrival. Non-librarian.
That was a bit poor, Peter. Foster will think you're an absolute fuck-witted wanker.
Might have been boyish high spirits, Kyle.
Boyish? Don't make me gag.
I'm sorry, I just lost it for a bit. Half a bit, actually. I just lost it for a bit of a bit.
That makes it all right, then. I'm sorry I ate the orphans, Your Honour. I just lost it for a bit of a bit.
Look, I've been under a lot of pressure lately with one thing or another. Nothing a lethal dose of drugs and alcohol won't fix.
That's the spirit, Pete. Brighter by the tick. You'll be hitting subhuman by Thursday.
He's not here. Pete's not here.
So tell me more about this non-librarian business.
Sorry about that. Slight librarian deception. I erred.
Heard what?
I was wrong.
Which makes you what?
Amateur detective.
Sorry?
Amateur detective.
An amateur detective. Well.
I'm often amazed in my own way.
So there's this lake in the middle of a jungle, right?
Sorry?
There's a lake in the middle of a jungle,
Oh, a joke.
and hovering above the lake, about 5 inches above the surface, is this fly.
Smooth-talking bastard.
And there's this fish underneath the water, and he's looking up at the fly, and he's thinking, if that fly drops 2 more inches, I'll be able to jump out of the water and eat him for lunch. No worries.
I need a lick.
And on the shore, right, there's this bear hiding in the bushes.
So old Peter helping out the amateur detectives with their inquiries.
You could say that, Mr. Leo.
Now, I can't say too much for obvious reasons, but we're on the same side, you and I, Miss Mel.
The fly drops 2 inches, the fish jumps out of the water, catches the fly, the bear runs in, snatches it out of the air, flicks it back, eats it. The hunter lines him up, bang, right between the eyes. He runs off to get his fur and cut it all up and all that sort of stuff. And the mouse run out, they make a dash for the lunchbox, and the cat goes to jump on the mouse, and he slips and he falls in the lake. And the moral of the story is, whenever the fly drops 2 inches, the pussy gets wet.
So do you have a lot of cats here then?
Not as many as there used to be.
You ID'd yourself as an amateur detective. Code. Only a CSIRO officer would ever do that.
Now I'm in a muddle.
What are you? K7? K8? Special Division?
I'm sorry, you've completely lost me.
Oh. You don't know who to trust in the field. This is your first time. Well, I'll let it slip. I've had Pete Kitson under surveillance for quite some time now, Miss Mound.
Have you?
I'm in the auto electronics trade.
When I say I work in telecoms, well, that's a bit like you saying you work down at the library, if you get my drift. We're vital limbs of the modern government, you and I, Miss Mound.
Oh, this has all gone very awry. It's awry and I'm feeling confused. What's that feeling when it's...
Awry?
Yes, that feeling. What's that called?
It's probably called awryness.
It'll have to do. Please don't leak sensitive information at me.
Why not?
I haven't been working though.
Downsized?
Quit.
I just wanted to ask Mr. Kitson a few questions. Leo, I don't work for Special Division or anything like it. I am, in a small way, actually an amateur detective. We meet every so often. There's a twice-yearly newsletter called Rheostat.
Rheostat? Why is it called that?
I've no idea. But please, there's been a terrible misunderstanding leading to awryness.
So I've actually revealed myself to an actual amateur detective. Oh my God.
Oh, please don't upset yourself. I may wear the scars and the omniform of the amateur detective, but I'm an Aussie as well. Your secret is safe with me. Please don't let a complete misunderstanding upset you. Discretion is often the better part of things. So I vote we declare the matter closed and forgotten, don't you? Best all round.
I see. Well, I'm not sure if I can trust you, Miss Mound. But I'll tell you what, I'll give it a go.
I'm so pleased.
Pick yourself up, Miss Mound. Get yourself together. We've got a party to attend to. Come on, it's out back.
So, what do you do for a crust?
Crust.
You know, living, Crust?
Living crust? I'm not with you. Living crust. It sounds revolting.
What, crust?
What do you mean by it? It's horrible.
Crust?
Yeah.
What, crust?
Yeah, it sounds horrible.
For a job. What do you do for a job?
You brought it up.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. How come they call you Foster?
Alcoholic parents.
This isn't working, is it?
Mum and Dad.
No.
The Weber.
No.
The Snags. They called me Foster.
I think I might, go strain them.
Strain them.
The green.
Mr. Kitson!
Oh, shit. Got a piss, it's medical.
My name's Foster.
Sandy Mound.
I wish Leo would come back. Or someone. Anyone, really. Kylie went for a pee.
Oh, she apprehended her husband as he returned with me unexpectedly in tow, and the flying small goods of mystery conspicuous by their absence. Not best pleased, she sent him, Leo, off with a flea in his ear.
A what?
To seize the snags at issue?
Oh. What's your poison?
Weed killer.
Sorry?
A weed killer? Should the need arise, it would be weed killer for my nefarious purposes. Relatively easy to consume in error, often stored foolishly, and found in many, if not most, households.
Beer, white or red?
Is there any soft?
Sandy Mound. Schoolgirl detective. Amateur gumshoe. Private dick. You wanted to talk to me?
I most certainly do.
About private dicking?
It must seem weird to you.
Nothing seems weird to me.
Your cooperation is appreciated.
Kylie, crack the shits. Let's get this on with.
Do you know a Dorothea Cole?
No.
Also known as Dot.
Oh, yeah. Oh, Dottie. Dot. She used to live around the corner from Vera and the kids. Her husband used to work in food waste processing. Thought her name was Stevenson.
Don't mind me. Don't mind me. I'm tense.
Leo, can you piss off for a bit? I'm getting a 3rd degree from Miss Mound here.
A Ms.
Don't mind me.
I'm being questioned. Clear off.
I do live here, Pete.
Fuck you then. Go ahead, babe. I'm all yours. Grill me.
I'll keep this as brief as possible.
Good.
Will you fuck off and spoil some snack?
Kylie's washing them. They fell out of the fucking bag when you threw them over the fucking fence, Peter. Don't talk to me about fucking snags.
Did you know that Mrs. Cole, Dot, kept an Irish setter called Vernon?
I hope you wash those properly.
What?
We're insured for 5/8 of fuck all. Run them under the tap again.
Bollocks, Leo.
No, the snags.
Where's Foster?
Pisser.
Didn't see her. Any sign of Ken?
No show.
Obviously no Les or Bronwyn.
Foster actually went to get drinks.
Well, we seem a bit light on rootable supermodels.
Fucking brain reassignment, more like.
You've changed.
Foster?
I'm not so sure.
I'm Victoria. Fister's Soster.
What?
Foster's sister.
Bullshit.
Sister?
We're twins.
Get away.
Bullshit.
Well, I'll be.
Is she here, Foster?
And I thought I had problems.
Yeah, she's here all right, old Foster.
Foster.
Victoria. We're identical twins. It freaks people all the time.
I'll bet.
What are you doing, Foz?
Victoria.
Laugh till I spew.
Not a joke. If you saw us together, you'd know.
If I saw you together, I'd need sedation.
I'm bloody lost.
It's only a matter of time, then you'll realise. Twins. Both of us equally.
In it together.
What's keeping her?
Some sort of pension's my guess.
Mound. I couldn't help overhearing.
I hope she hasn't left.
Not that I was sticky beaking.
It is only just starting.
You mentioned a woman with a dog called Vernon. Now, what exactly was it that you didn't go on to tell Pete in some detail?
I should be used to this.
I asked Miss Mound, as a colleague,
in the ceaseless struggle against things.
Oh dear.
All right. All right. If you insist, Victoria.
It's ethics, isn't it?
You'll realise when Foster comes back.
I can't wait.
Mrs. Call kept an Irish setter and called it Vernon.
She's taking her time.
About 3 weeks ago, Vernon went away.
I must say, this is fucking weird, Foz.
Fucking.
Freaks people all the time.
Away? In what sense?
It's the identicalness.
In the away sense, really.
So, what do you do, Victoria?
Do?
For a crust? Jesus bloody fuck! She pissed!
Nobody leave the garden!
She's pissed.
This is really excellent.
Get in there, she's still a loony.
Don't you think I should
Get off your boat.
phone?
Dragon.
Don't you think I should phone?
Get her out of here.
This is all very...
Awry.
Yes.
Tell me about this dog, Vernon.
Well, Vernon disappeared. Alarm and despondency gripped the household. 2 weeks later, Dot opened her door to find Vernon. A lot of Vernon, neatly wrapped in alfoil.
What, dead?
Very dead, Mr. Leo, and stripped of its meat.
Sorry?
Vernon's elegant feet and lower legs were much as they had been in life. The head, the ears, the eyes, the nose, the rudder of tail, all untouched beyond signs of prudent refrigeration. All else lost. The fur and skin and muscle and guts and sinew, all down to the skeleton. All that was soft was lost in these vital parts.
This is gross.
A Dot was distraught.
Yeah, I'd be pissed too.
Police were called to the scene. It was discovered that Vernon had been done with surgical precision and his bones scraped clean. Scraped to the bone. Thoroughly scraped.
This is fucking horrible.
The aforementioned police were unable to do a thing, and to cut a long story short, I got involved, on a strictly amateur basis, of course.
And you think that Pete might have something to do with Vernon?
To cut a long story short, if I may, yes.
Shit.
Can you shed light on this cruel, bizarre and unnatural event, Leo?
Shit.
Trust me, Police Sergeant Derek Thigson of Gluten Police Station will vouch for my bona fides. I sense, colleague, you can shed light on this grisly episode.
Kylie's cancelling that mad mole to get her shit together. She chucked me out. Who is this Foster flip anyway?
Kylie's friend.
She do the sister shit often?
We were discussing Widow Call and Vernon.
Not Widow Call and Vernon.
This is serious, Pete. Miss Mound is investigating the abduction and murder of Vernon.
And he was wrapped in alfoil and left on the doorstep.
Alfoil, Pete? Doorsteps?
Oh, it's a dog's life.
Mr. Kitson, taste.
Curses fucked again. So you think I did this Vernon like a dinner, eh?
Peter!
I didn't say that. My investigations are at an early stage and I have several leads.
Well, Vernon won't be needing his.
Please, Mr. Kitson, society needs protection.
I'm finding this totally unbelievable. Is anyone else finding this totally unbelievable?
Me.
There are more things in heaven and earth, philosophy, than get a Guernsey in your...
Fellatio.
Wish I could.
What?
Find this unbelievable.
Have a drink, Miss Mound.
Ms.
Well, is she all right?
What do you think?
She's barking.
I've never seen anything like it.
Tragic.
Tragic, is it?
Of course it is. It's bloody tragic.
You're drooling, Leo.
I am not. She's mental. Bloody screwy.
God, I wouldn't. Well, you know all about my secret turmoil.
Not a bad sort, but...
What are we going to do? That's the issue here, surely. This woman might need seeing to.
Do nothing. Give the loony a break.
She's very apologetic, but you still think she's her own bloody sister. The only thing I can tell you about Victoria is she's just as big of a moron as her sister.
It's bloody bastard when idiots go mad. Remember George Pavlidis? He kept snotting jars for years. They only found it when he set that taxi driver on fire.
You're right. I bet we just ignore the silly bitch until she starts setting fire to taxi drivers.
Ignore her?
Got him one.
Now, have you two finished whatever it is you're supposed to be doing?
Pretty much.
Well, I had rather hoped...
Watch out.
You're all here.
Are you?
What?
Are you Foster?
Yes. You lot pissed. I got you this.
Oh, that's nice.
You are Foster.
And you're back.
And front.
Your sister's here.
Victoria?
How many you got?
Just one. Where is she?
She fainted.
Victoria?
Yes.
Over there.
Victoria?
It's simple, Foster. It's not really, but for the sake of the argument, let's pretend it's simple. Your sister, Victoria, arrived and fainted over a casual conversation about crust and life in general. As far as I know, she's flat on her back right now, and a few minutes ago she looked rat shit.
Crust?
Like pushing shit uphill.
This is terrible.
Pretty terrible.
Perhaps you should
What?
visit her.
On the bed.
Exactly.
Visit her, right. See her.
Yes.
Go, Foster.
This is agony.
Yes, I will.
Through there, out the other side, first on the right.
I think I better...
Look.
Yeah.
Fucking unbelievable.
Well, she's got some serious problems, that woman.
There's funny business going on.
What is wrong with her anyway?
What now?
Nobody move!
Give it a break, San.
I've got medical matters to attend to tomorrow. This won't do my plumbing one iota of good. For God's sake!
Danny, they used to scream like that
For God's sake, do something!
on Thursdays. Well, perhaps I should.
Perhaps you shouldn't.
This is appalling.
Yeah!
We must do something!
But she's mad.
Do nothing.
Don't encourage her.
What?
Act normal.
I thought we were.
Help me! Help! Help! Please, Leo, please. Help me. Victoria's been murdered. Please, Elio. Please, help me. Leo! Leo! Pete, please. Please help me, Pete. Victoria's been murdered. Pete, please look at me, Pete. Please, Pete. Help me. Help me, Pete. Please.
Well, get those bloody snags on then.
Yeah.
Sister's been horribly done in and nobody seems to give a shit.
It's only natural when strange things happen that they make you feel strange. Well, it's natural as buggery.
After an event like that, you'd expect somebody to give a bit of a shit.
Oh, they do, Foz. It just doesn't always show on the outside.
In the street,
Like with Father Patrick at the club, he never lived it down. To be exposed and revealed in that way, doing that.
what happened then?
Well, most blokes just wanted to waste him. Women felt anxious and nervous. Men just shuffled and grunted. Weird forces raging within, like a sort of hard, thick thing. A sort of rigid, hard thing under a shell or dome-like thing.
Too bloody right, dirty bastard.
I used to be a muso, you know.
What?
Session man, bass. Self-taught. Played with some of the finest jazz minds in the known universe. Subtle, stress, strength, speed and skill were my keywords.
We haven't even phoned the bloody cops.
Travelled around the world a couple of times. Big money, but low profile. And the ability to slide between smoky, sweat-stained cellars into the intimate society of household names and supermodels.
Models?
Leo the Snake Blufusco.
Why'd they call you that?
Oh, because that was my name.
Why snake?
All those S's. Subtle, stress, strength, speed, and skill. Snake.
Ah, right.
After a wild party at the palatial LA Chateau-style mansion of Al McPherson.
The model?
The very one. Anyway, me and Al were sleeping it off. My guards are down, and her guards, they're out of it. And this shadowy organisation has crept in and planted this explosive device in my head.
What?
A shadowy organisation crept in and planted an explosive device in my head.
Why?
Because of my ease. It was always because of my ease. In a way that I could slide between all levels of society. My ease.
Ease. What about your S's?
Yes, S's as well. Very key words, S's.
Why'd they do it though?
Because they could count on my ease.
And S's?
They could count on the fact that I would be totally bent to their shadowy organisation if they planted this explosive device in my head. A quick surgical procedure. Whooshka! In! Explosive device!
You should write a controversial film about this.
It's quite small, but it could blow the back of my head off any day or night with no warning. Just poof!
Poof. Just like that.
Just like that. They told me to come to this region and wait. Any minute now, they could ask me to do something diabolical to their purpose. Or poof!
Like that.
It's a very heavy load to handle.
Must be.
It's quite a small device, but apart from the ever-present possibility that I could get the back of my head blown off, I'm not noticeably incapacitated.
Shocking load, but you still play.
Any minute of the day I could be surveilled.
And there's my sister Victoria. We should both call the bloody cops, Leo.
Hello. We're back.
Hello.
All right then.
Wicked.
You've been getting along like a cat on fire. How about you two?
Leo's been telling me about his head.
Fuck me.
How's your drink, Sam?
What about my sister? What about Victoria? All that horrible murdering.
The pieces of the puzzle are slowly falling into place, miss. What did you say your name was?
Wapples.
Wapples? I didn't know your name was Wapples.
The pieces of the puzzle are slowly falling into place, miss Waffles.
What pieces?
What puzzle?
The mysterious trail of warped animal deaths is beginning to form a pattern.
What?
The links of the chain are linking.
I hope this hasn't got something to do with your head.
Yes, it's like this. Despite a very unfortunate thing yesterday, a thing that only happened once at a time of great fuckness, Pete denies having anything to do with these animals.
What animals?
Leck.
Exactly.
The coincidental cat called Horse, except as a one-off.
And Vernon, my entry into this baffling mystery.
I can't grasp any of this at all.
You see, Pete has an alibi.
And we've confirmed it. Enough.
What?
His alibi?
What alibi?
Oh, I need a drink.
No, well, I really don't think I'm following this now.
And then you arrived on the scene, Miss Wobbles. But you were little more than a red herring.
A what? What's that?
And the sister business, down to your being mental?
Suddenly or otherwise.
And you three have worked this out.
I'm not mental. What do you mean bloody mental?
I had no idea your name was Wapples.
The extraordinary truth of the matter is, Miss Wobbles, is that we haven't got anything to do with anything much. We're just a peculiar set of circumstantial circumstances.
But we haven't got anything to do with it.
Particularly Pete.
That's right.
Didn't even eat the bastard cat. Threw it in the wheelie bin.
Somebody's doing something. But not us. Somebody else.
And it remains for me, of course, to track that someone to his or her lair or lairs, but that's another story, another path I must follow. It's simple, really. Things are happening here, but while they're happening here, somebody else is happening them.
You three are working this out together.
Something like that.
And horse was just a coincidental one-off.
Completely coincidental.
And uneaten.
Foster's definitely mental.
Definitely.
You watch what you're saying about me, you slag. I'll have your ass in court of fucking law. You go around calling me stuff.
Fair enough. All in favour of a discreet veil over Foster's mental health, or lack of it. Say aye.
Aye.
Fucking eyes, fucking E's, fucking S's. It's like Alpha fucking Betty Spaghetti around here. What about my fucking sister?
Show her to the house, Pete.
What?
Show her the total lack of corpse.
I'd like to see this fucking total out. Cool. I haven't seen anything.
Show him as well, Pete. Show them Victoria's clothing in the basket in the bathroom. It's the only way we're ever going to get this sorted. Go on, Pete. Show them.
All right.
Can I have a word, Kylie, with you?
What's on your mind, Sandy Mound?
You, Mrs. Jessup Lefusco?
Nothing but nice thoughts, I hope.
I can't work out where you fit in.
Is that good or bad?
Well, at this stage, I'm not sure. You're a different sort of person to the sort of person that... Well,
Leo and Pete.
and Foster.
And we mustn't forget Victoria. Fuck me. I hope she isn't going to keep doing that.
Let's hope.
You're right, Sandy, I am different. What am I doing here with these hopeless wankers?
I wouldn't have quite put it like that.
But if I wasn't here with these wankers, I'd be somewhere else with some other wankers. It's probably better the wanker you know when fuck knows where is all there is. I'm a control freak, basically. Very, very frustrated. Living in the arse end of fuck knows where. That's me. I'm married to Leo Blefusco. My acquaintances fucking mental. My shed resident is a cat-eating pedophile. End of story.
Well, I wouldn't have quite put it like that. And Mr. Kitson strenuously denies actually eating the pet. He put it in a wheelie bin.
Can I have a beer?
Now, I hope, Foster, and I mean this in a nice way, that we can press on with little or no delusion now.
I've seen the body gone. I saw the bathroom.
And that about wraps that up.
But you don't understand.
You probably came from a background of abuse.
You don't understand.
I think we do, dear.
My sister's naked body has been stolen.
What?
They've taken all the clothes off and shot through.
What?
Some dirty, weirdo, scum-sucking bastard has shot through with an attractive, naked, dead body. That can't be right.
Foster, your sister has not been stripped naked and nicked off with. She came out of your dickhead imagination.
I'm confused.
Foster, of course it's illegal, wrong and short-sighted to carry off attractive dead bodies, naked or otherwise, and dead them to death beforehand. But you can see our difficulty.
You see, we don't believe you have a sister, Foster. We believe you dressed up and pretended. We believe this alleged murder to be nothing more than a coincidental load of old bollocks. There's our problem, Foz. The bollocks factor.
It's those people you were talking about before. People doing things else around them happening here. They're the ones behind this disgusting fuck-up. Perverts. I only came for the piss in a root.
What?
It's casual sex.
Oh!
Well, you've certainly been casually fucked today, Foz. Drink up. I'll get you another.
You know, this really is an interesting little community you've got here.
What?
It's a teeming community, Kylie. It should be put under a microscope, exposed to scrutiny.
What are you talking about?
It's intriguing. I'm intrigued. Given time and half a chance, I'd compile a report with statistics, study a whole section of Doris Street in considerable depth. Perhaps I could include a bit of that street over the back.
Give it a bloody rest, Sherlock. Hello, Cakes. You're staring into the Weber, Leo. You're making me uneasy. Leo.
What's this about Pete being a fucking pedophile?
What about what?
Pete! Fucking pedophile.
It's a blow. I concede that.
Kylie!
Yeah?
I'm totally fucked. Pete.
Yeah.
But
What, Leo?
But he's a fucking auto electrician.
And a pedophile.
He's my mate.
Yeah.
He's your bloke in the shed.
True.
We went to school together.
No, you didn't.
Well, he's a parent.
So was Jack the Ripper.
How do you know that?
His great-granddaughter lives on Mond Street, near the bus stop.
Honest?
Works for the RTA. Got something wrong with her leg.
This is sad. This is bloody sad. I asked him what his alibi was, and he said, I'm a pedophile. I said, you what, Pete? And he said, I'm a pedophile and I constantly expect to be arrested. I said, a pedophile? And he said, yes. I said, fuck off, Pete. He said, it's true. I said, this is the biggest load of bullshit I've heard in my fucking life. A pedophile, a fucking pedophile. Do you think I come down the last fucking shower, you fucking prick? What are you giving me this fucking shit for, Pete? And he said...
What came as a surprise.
He said...
Oh, you, Leo. These ease you've been talking about.
Ease?
All these ease. How much ease do you need in this region or area? It's not Los Angeles. Why'd the sinister mob want someone with ease?
Shut the fuck up.
Don't you tell me to shut up, you cunt! I'm aggrieved.
Thank you, Foster. I'm sure we're all aggrieved about something or other.
I think your husband's been telling me a load of fucking rubbish.
He does that. He's a prick.
Do you mind? Do you fucking mind? I am in a deep fucking state of thing.
Fucking knows you are.
That could be Ken. It could be someone else.
Let the fucker ring, Leo.
My best mate has turned out to be a horrible, filthy fucking bastard. How do you think I feel?
What's he done dirty?
Horrible, filthy fucking stuff.
Porn?
Foster, Mr. Kitson is sexually aberrant.
Shit. Aberrant? Oh, Pete, aberrant. What is that?
Foster, Mr. Kitson has relations with children.
My brother's got twins.
Can I get you a drink, Foster? You're almost unconscious already.
No one seems very interested in my plight.
That'd be right. Now look, Foster. We don't want the authorities coming around here taking liberties. Is that clear?
No.
Well, I feel like shit.
Have a beer instead.
What's all this shit about you being a fucking pedophile, Pete? Is it true?
Yes,
Fucking children, Pete.
early teens usually. Girls for preference.
Why fucking children, Pete?
Because that's the way I love it, Leo.
It's an offence against God, should you believe, and an offence against man and woman in whom we all believe.
And children, Sandy. Don't forget the children.
Pete, fucking children!
Yeah, they're great. I love them.
You bastard. What were you fucking thinking of?
Watching children usually.
Can't help feeling that in some strange way we are all to blame.
I'm fucking not.
Society is to blame.
What are we talking about now?
I'm to blame. I see what you're saying, but I love it. And that about covers it.
Loathsome covers it, Pete. Fucking loathsome. Loathsome? Pathetic. Nauseating. Putrid.
Hey, just a minute.
Filthy Peter. Lower than vermin.
Wait. How is all this shagging of minors business an alibi for the other businesses of taking people's pets and cooking them or baking them in fucking mud, Pete?
I brought some top-of-the-line electrical components about 6 or 7 years back. They were cheap. Real cheap. That's how I met Sid Bood.
Sid?
Sid was my key into a previously unseen world of vermin people.
Chilling.
It was fantastic. I'd do it all again. Wish I'd done it sooner.
How's this an alibi, Pete? This isn't an alibi. This is just fucking shit.
Do you remember the wide-ranging Royal Commission into fish substitution?
No?
I was interviewed early on, strictly routine. Questions were asked, information came to light, the Brotherhood was penetrated. A prominent media personality flung himself from the 17th floor of the Sir Randolph Carrier building in Brisbane.
I remember that flinging.
About 9 months ago, I realised that they'd get me sooner or later. One way or another, the Commission would have my ass upwards. Rachel left and took the kids and went to live with her sister while the divorce went through. I was interviewed again last week. I burnt the cat in a brief moment of insanity. Do you think I would draw attention to myself with all this other stuff? Do you think I would leap blindly into an untamed ocean of filth if the scabby, slathering dogs weren't literally gnawing out my asshole? Do you think I would do that?
Did you kill my bloody sister?
No, I didn't. I was out here the whole time. You all were.
Did anyone take a piss?
No.
So you're right then. That was someone else as well.
Yeah, Foz. Yeah.
I thought you'd been a bit pissed off lately, Pete.
I reckon it's a bloody good alibi.
Yeah, it's just a bloody shock, that's all.
Shock's all I run to these days.
Why would anyone admit to that if they didn't do it and deny the other when they did? Let's keep a sense of proportion.
Absolutely.
No wonder you were pissed off, being a pervert and everything.
I've been thinking.
Oh, fuck, everyone's duck.
We have to accept that, apart from the cat, somebody else is doing in the animals, and it is my purpose to investigate that, however nice present company might happen to be. Somebody else is doing in the animals, but there is a connection.
Jeez, you go on.
This place somehow overlaps with the circle, or should I say sphere, of Mr. X, our offender. It's too much of a coincidence otherwise. Can't you see? There's some kind of connection.
What are you on about?
I'm talking about Vernon. I'm talking about a warm, wet trail of pain and bewilderment.
Yeah.
If someone else is doing in the animals and you are merely bystanders,
Yes.
what is it exactly that you're standing by?
The Weber?
It's this neighbourhood. Someone in this neighbourhood. Think, everybody, think. Who do you know around here who is consistently peculiar?
Consistently?
Peculiar.
Him.
I'll give it a fucking break.
Who?
These are mean streets, Sandy. There's scum on these streets.
Street scum,
Can you think of any person who is particularly scummy?
particularly.
We're possibly looking for someone with a grudge. Think! Think! Now listen, everybody. I have to leave. I thank you for your hospitality. Perhaps we shall meet again in the near future and shed light on this baffling mystery baffling us all so mysteriously. I've left my name and number in Texter on a convenient off-cut of plasterboard. It's by the phone, noticeable but not too inconvenient, I trust. If you think of anything pertinent to this matter, I want you on that phone, day or night. The mobily never leaves my side, except for today. But I want that phone call the moment you think of anything.
You're not leaving already. We're just warming up. We've got flavoured chips that are baked, not fried.
I think...
If you must.
There's a bus at the Flood Street Obelisk to the Fallen in 30 minutes. I take the opportunity to reconnoitre. Well, cheerio then. Thanks for having me. I do hope you get that, sorted out. doctor. Don't forget that number. Bye then.
Bye.
Thank Christ for that.
Oh, fuck! Fuck.
What's up, Kylie?
She's upset.
You bet your fucking life I'm upset. Fuck me.
We're all upset, Kylie. We've all got our secret little sorrows.
The public bastards are enough for me. I can feel the filthy fucking organs of something horrible giving us the once over. I wish you'd all just disappear.
Like Victoria.
And to think, I could have been a drug-ravaged hooker weighed down in the slime of Botany Bay. And I gave that up. For this. And you lot. I am upset. I am.
I'm upset as well, Kylie.
And you have every reason to be. You're a dickhead. You're a burden on society. You give everyone the shits.
Bit harsh, Kyle.
It's not.
Well, I'm just fucked to the marrow that you could give me such a hard time under these fucking things. You seem to forget.
Yeah.
So what is it, Pete? What can we expect? The cops? Not the fucking media.
There's every chance.
Media. Shit. I can see this being a current affair. An ongoing one. A whole series. So how deep are you in this bloody business, Pete?
Drowning.
If anyone asks, you always seem like a perfectly ordinary sort of bloke. For a bitter, everyday, smart-ass, pisshead, slob bastard in the shed. We know nothing, Cakes. Don't you ever forget it.
Well, what about her, you know? If someone comes...
Keep her occupied, out of the way, and full of piss if anyone calls. What are you drinking, Foz? I'm on it.
I don't know what to say, man.
Don't say anything.
Drink up.
Teens.
Ken Binns might rock up any minute.
Youths.
I knew Ken Routledge once. He only had one leg.
Look, Leo.
He was armless.
Armless.
No, legless.
Just one of those things. Life.
Drink up, Foz.
Ben, what are we talking here?
I would like to get that dirty bastard.
Which particular dirty bastard?
I'm going to have to do a private investigation on this one.
What?
The mystery dirty bastard.
I'm going to need reimbursement for out-of-pocket expenses. I'm going to need admission charges, creams.
Leo, no. If you get into something weird here, I will get you and I will burn you.
I hope you're not trying to get me rat-assed.
Piss anyone?
You look like a bloke with evil on his mind, Leo.
I could have been horribly mutilated. Skin ground off. Falling into some kind of brutal, industrial polishing or grinding process.
Don't, Kyle.
I could have only been ground for a couple of seconds. When the grinding grinds to an emergency halt, and the whistle blows, and the feet go clang, and there's a hubbub, and I'm dragged out like some bloody limp and steaming transplant organ. I could have survived, and grown a crust, and been paralysed for months of rasping pain. A freak show. Very popular.
Kyle?
For a week or two.
Phone's ringing, Kylie.
Go and answer it, Leo. Answer it, You pus-faced little tosser? Answer it. Because you don't want to hear what I say next. You don't want to hear that after all the grinding and mutilation and pain and nights,
I'm too fucked to argue, Kylie.
after all that, I'd have to come back here to you. That would be the final in fucking dignity.
What would you be doing with an industrial grinding process?
It's her! Sandy Mound. Back.
And front.
You look shithouse. What is it, Sandy?
I've been to Flood Street. Foster, there's a young woman, nude, kebabbed to the obelisk to the fallen. There's carefully placed vegetables, early police and bystanders. Foster, it might be...
Victoria.
Oh, fuck.